Off and running now, and away they go. On the inside, Tampico jumped away okay. Black Bean and also Hula Wonder away fast. Tarot Star is behind those, and Dacos is travelling forward when they settle down, and further out in the track now, Smoke Me. Dacos and Hula Wonder on the first turn, with Dacos taking up the running and moving out a length and a half. Smoke Me, Hula Wonder third, 1.5 Distant Beauty. Black Bean is back fifth on the outside of a Tarot Star, sixth, about 5 off the front. 2 lengths further back in the race, then Tampico on the inside of Black Nugget, and 3 last of all Ultra Red. At the 1,000 down the back now, and Dacos nearly a length in front. Smoke Me second. Hula Wonder third, a length further back. Distant Beauty, 1 off the fence, running fourth, and then Black Bean fifth the inside. 3/4 into Tarot Star, running sixth. A length and a half further back, Tampico. On the outside of it, Black Nugget, and 2 last of all Ultra Red. Around that second turn, they come inside the 800-metre mark. Dacos nearly a length in front. There's no change in the order at the moment. Second on the outside, Smoke Me from Hula Wonder, Distant Beauty. Tarot Star running fifth and starting to pick up its ground as it comes to the outside. Back inside at Black Bean, and then came Black Nugget. Further back in the race, Tampico and Ultra Red at the 400-metre mark, and Tarot Star and Distant Beauty are going up to Dacos, and under some pressure, Smoke Me. Distant Beauty out wide just in front. Tarot Star after it on the inside. Dacos fighting on. Smoke Me lost some ground, a gap, Hula Wonder, and further back in the race then came Tampico. Black Beans dropped right out, but Tarot Star out wide, hit the front of the 200-metre mark, drew to the front from Distant Beauty from Dacos. Tarot Star, a good type of colt this, he's drawing away. Tarot Star raced 2 lengths in front. Dacos fighting back, followed by Distant Beauty, but Tarot Star won 3/4 to almost a length to Dacos, ahead third Distant Beauty, then Tampico, followed by on the outside Hula Wonder, a gap, Smoke Me. Black Bean didn't come on from further back, Black Nugget and Ultra Red.
And the winner number 1, Tarot Star, 170, 104, 6 Dacos, 550, 11 Distant Beauty, $15.80.
6 is second, and 11 is third. 1, 6 and 11.
Off. And very slow to go, Prima Baci. Goodness me, why does it always happen to the favourites? Missed it by 6 lengths. And Babushka flew out and leads early from Gold Pulse, and moving up quickly, Rippling Mill to third, a length and a half, Flying Celebrity. And Seymour Money going up into about 4th posse, followed by Harmonised, Southern Lass, and then comes at the head of the others on the inside and losing ground, Golden Tryst, about a length and a half then to All the Dane Tristabella, and 2 lengths to Prima Baci. Down towards the 650 they go, and Babushka the leader. Rippling Mill sitting at its girth second, 2 lengths to Flying Celebrity, a length to Gold Pulse, hard ridden, and then Harmonised, followed by Southern Lass. By gee, this track is heavy. Dropping out of it, Seymour Money, and then Prima Baci, followed by All the Dane Tristabella, and Golden Tryst is last, and Seymour Money is ducked off the track now as they straighten up, and Babushka taken on by Rippling Mill, who looks to be doing better. 2 lengths to Flying Celebrity, 4 to Gold Pulse, and the others are headed by Southern Lass and Prima Baci. Rippling Mill with a neck in front, 200 to go, but here comes Flying Celebrity. Oh, it looks the goods. Flying Celebrity canted up to Rippling Mill, put paid to her. Prima Baci and Babushka are battling out the third spot. Prima Baci will end up third, but this is an easy win to Flying Celebrity. Flying Celebrity, 2.5 Rippling Mill. Third posse, Prima Baci, did a good job after missing the start hopelessly. Then Babushka, All the Day Harmonised, followed in by Southern Lass, Gold Pulse, and then Golden Tryst, a long margin Tristabella, and tailed right off in the event was Seymour Money.
9 Flying Celebrity to pay 710 180. Number 2 Rippling Mill to pay 151. Prima Baci 120. More from Ian in a moment. Replay the concluding stages, Exhibition Park.
Travelling all right, leads the...
Off and running now in the hurdle event, and Century's Fox and I'm Looking Good first out here from Moon Chase, and Flash and easing behind them down to 0. First of their flights coming up now. Taylor's Bridge is wider out from Lord Foster. Tennessee Acres ease backed, and Maybe Rough is tracking deep. At the second one they go, and Moon Chase took over now and let out a length and a half to I'm Looking Good and Flash, and then further back Taylor's Bridge up 4th, and the outside of Century's Fox on the fence 5th. 2 further back then to down to 0. Maybe Rough goes up on the outside of it running 6th, a length to Lord Foster, and 3 to Tennessee Oak. Here they come to the flight down the back, the one just inside the 1,000-metre mark on the first round, and Moon Chase in front. Comes to it, jumps it well. 2 to Flash, 1 further back I'm Looking Good, 2 further back. Then in the race came Taylor's Bridge. A couple of lengths to Century's Fox, 1 then to down to 0 running 6th. A length then Maybe Rough well off the fence. A length then to Lord Foster, and 2 last of all Tennessee Oak. Up the side they come on their trip now, and there are 2 flights on the side on the first round, and Flash goes up now to this leader, which is Moon Chase. Moon Chase and Flash together. About 2.5 to 3 to I'm Looking Good, 2 to Taylor's Bridge. Racing deep as Maybe Rough around down to 0, who's well off the fence. A length for the back Century's Fox as they go to the next. All this there's one down there. What is it? It's Taylor's Bridge. Taylor's Bridge took a pretty heavy fall. Rider conscious, horse back up on his feet. And down to zero, just tangled up slightly with that one when he went down. And around the top turn with 2,000 to go. Flash moved out a length and a half. Moon Chase and 2 to I'm Looking Good. Maybe Rough now goes up fourth, a little closer to the rail. 1.5 then to down to zero. They're followed by Century's Fox from Tennessee Oak. Lord Foster last of all. Coming down towards the judge with about 1750 metres to go, a lap out, and the leader is Flash, 1.5 in front from Moon Chase, a length and a half then to I'm Looking Good, 2 to Maybe Rough. 2 lengths further back running fifth is down to zero. Then on the inside, Century's Fox, a length into Tennessee Oak. Lord Foster last of all, back towards the 1600, and they've got 5 flights to go. They've gone a circuit, Flash in front. Back from where they started now, he's only about a neck in front as they followed the line towards the next flight out to the centre of the track. Moon Chase going up to Flash, and then I'm Looking Good and Maybe Rough saving ground fourth behind them as they go to the first of the double, 2 to down to zero, fifth, followed by Century's Fox. Given a crack with a whip there down to zero, followed by Tennessee Oak taken to the outside, and Lord Foster back inside it. He's under a bit of pressure down to zero. They go to the back, and Moon Chase joins the leader, Flash again. 2 to I'm Looking Good is at a camp on the speed all the way. 2.5 Maybe Rough is right there fourth. A couple of lengths to down to zero. Tennessee Oak has gone up outside it, followed by Lord Foster and Century's Fox. 3 flights out, 900 to go. Moon Chase skimmed over that one, a length and a half. I'm Looking Good after him quickly. Flash dropped out to third, a half then on the outside. Fourth is Maybe Rough. 2 or 3 further back. Tennessee Oak has gone past down to zero. Then Lord Foster and further back Century's Fox. Coming down with about 700 to go. 2 flights out. Moon Chase in front. I'm Looking Good is back a half length, a length and a half. Maybe Rough, who just reached for it, a length and a half. Tennessee Oak, then Flash and down to zero, can't go. 1 flight to go now, 500 out. I'm Looking Good goes up to the leader, Moon Chase. Got his head in front, 3 lengths into Maybe Rough. 3 further back, Tennessee Oak, a gap Flash, and then Century's Fox. The leader is I'm Looking Good, a length in front of Moon Chase with the jumping over. Through the gap, 2 lengths further back, Maybe Rough. He's coming home fairly well in a gap in the race, Tennessee Oak. I'm Looking Good has drawn 2 lengths in front. Maybe Rough is going to be the danger. Moon Chase is battling on third, a gap, Tennessee Oak. At the 200 metre mark, I'm Looking Good, a length in front. Maybe Rough is wearing him down out in the middle. Maybe Rough is ranging to I'm Looking Good, gets on terms now. Maybe Rough put his head in front. I'm Looking Good fighting back, stride for stride. Maybe Rough in front. Maybe Rough. Maybe Rough a half neck to I'm Looking Good. 3 away, third in the race, Tennessee Oak. A neck further back, fourth on the inside as Moon Chase, a gap then to down to zero. Then Century's Fox, followed by Lord Foster, and Flash is last of all.
And the winner number 3 Maybe Rough, 480, 180, 6 I'm Looking Good, $4, 1 Tennessee Oak, 160, now amended Randwick tape.
With number 1 Prima Barchi being declared a non-runner, having got her head over into the joining stool, and when they jumped away, still had the head in the stool. And the they're off this time, and immediately keeping up, dropped out to last. Campfire Slave shows the way, 3/4 of a length on starting. Basics a length away third, and Pride Winner scouting pretty wide as they tried to settle themselves into a position. Wider out on the track is Owner's Delight, and then comes Bossy, leg by second last and a couple of lengths to keeping up. They race onto the course proper here at the 1,000 marker, and Pride Win out very wide, races to the lead from Campfire Slave, about 3/4 in it. A neck to starting the inside, some 2 lengths to Owner's Delight, 1 3/4 Bossy, 3/4 on her inside is Basics, a length keeping up and 1.5 to leg by. 800 metres to go, no change in the order. Pride Win making play, 3/4 to a half length starting on its inside. Campfire Slave is galloping third, then comes the favourite Basics, who's racing over on the fence. At the head of the rest, travelling up to approach the corner, Bossy. Owner's Delight 3 and 4 wide, about 4 lengths to keeping up and 2 lengths to leg by as they start the swing around the corner, and Pride Win drop back very sharply and starting left in front now, and opens up by 3 lengths on Campfire Slave, a length to Basics, 2 to Bossy and 1 Owner's Delight, and then keeping up. 250 metres to travel, and the leader starting a length and a half, Campfire Slave. Bossy starting to warm to the task and finishing on doggedly. Basics would need to get a spurt on, but Bossy grabbed them in the twinkling of an eye. 100 to go, and Bossy put a length on Campfire Slave. Basics starting is going up and down in the one spot. Bossy in front, getting tired. Basics coming home quickly, won't get Bossy, and Bossy wins narrowly but nicely from Basics. Third posse Campfire Slave, and then starting, keeping up. They're coming in at long intervals, about 4 or 5 then to Owner's Delight, 6 leg by 2 Pride Win.
Number 4, Bossy, to return $7 and $2.20. 1 Basics 120. 6 Campfire Slave 4.30.
Was aboard the subsequent non-run of Prima Baci, so he has had a day of mixed fortunes early on. Number 4, Bossy, written by J. Lee first, has paid $6.60 and $2. Basics second, was fast getting Bossy, but the post too close. Number 1, Basics 1.30. And number 6, Campfire Slave, will be third to pay $4.10. Bossy is prepared here by Les Bridge, who trained the runner-up in the first Rippling Mill. Bossy owned by Hal and Gus Lensner, and also J.A. Roberts by Deputy Governor from Sensitive Nerve, a spectacular bid mare. She's a chestnut filly, 3 Bossy, and scored nicely.
Moving up Elwick.
They're off and running. Fire Lake a little bit tardy away. On the inside, La Molokai quickly picking up speed. Las Classique is showing speed also when they settle into stride now. La Molokai up on the inside with Gypsy Dale. Look for Venus went back third. He's back on Las Classique, and up on the inside of him went Lady Capel, a length and a half Arcarana. They're followed by Gladden and 2 last of all Fire Lake. Through the gap they go. Lady Capel seemed to overreach back running fourth, where the leader is La Molokai, a neck in front of Gypsy Dale. Look for Venus, and fourth on the inside Lady Capel. Las Classique is fifth from Arcarana, followed by Gladden, and last of all is Fire Lake. They bunch up now. La Molokai a half in front of Gypsy Dale. Look for Venus. Las Classique comes 4 out. Right behind them is Lady Capel trying to get a run, followed by Arcarana. La Molokai straightened up, 300 to go. A neck in front of Look for Venus, and Las Classique wider out on the track, trying to get a run through as Lady Capel. They've grabbed La Molokai. It's Look for Venus in front. Las Classique comes at it quickly, and then Fire Lake. Las Classique took the lead. Lady Capel out late on the inside. Las Classique in front of Lady Capel. They hit it all. Close. Lady Capel's dived at Las Classique, nothing in it. Close for third, Look for Venus, and on the outside, Fire Lake. Behind those, Arcarana, then Gypsy Dale. Second last, Gladden. They've run right over the top of the favourite. It's run last, La Molokai.
Photo, 3 Lady Capel, $5, 160 or 2 La Classique, 4.10 the win, and 160 for the place. A photo third between 7 and 4.
Capel the inside. She's got there, Lady Capel the inside.
Number 3, Lady Capel, 5.40 and 1.50. 2 Las Classique to pay 1.40, and we'll stand by for third.
Photo for third. Well, Lady Capel badly held up, turning for home after Las Classique rounded them up and hit the front. And she's got the drive through on the inside, Lady Capel, and has come in with great momentum to tip out Las Classique on the post. 3, 2 and a further print to rest between Look for Venus, which gets at number 7 ahead of number 4, Fire Lake.
7 Look for Venus for third, $5.50 the place.
From Brian shortly, let's go.
Racing, great start. One of the best to get going was Adjudication, and the speedy customer leads narrowly from Top Broker, and then Blue Butterfly, and going quickly Baroness Betty. Trouble in Mind scooting through on the inside, and then the favourite Bit of a Dancer, followed by Mino Fly, Pearly Gates, and a Bit of Magic in a tightly packed field last. 800 to go, and Baroness Betty is the clear leader now by a length and a half on Top Broker. Travelling in third position, Bit of a Dancer wide out, followed closely by Mino Fly and Blue Butterfly as they race to the turn. 500 left to go. By gee, this is a charge, and Baroness Betty in front from Top Broker, Blue Butterfly, Bit of a Dancer, and then Pearly Gates. Trouble in Mind is over on the inside and is about a length from Baroness Betty now as they straighten up. Baroness Betty from Trouble in Mind, followed by Bit of a Dancer, Pearly Gates, Blue Butterfly, and then a Bit of Magic. Top Broker dropping off from Mino Fly and Adjudication, 100 to 1. Now the leader, Trouble in Mind, but Bit of a Dancer's out after Trouble in Mind. Carolyn Mason, Trouble in Mind, Jimmy Cassidy, Bit of a Dancer, then Baroness Betty, Trouble in Mind, a nose in front of Bit of a Dancer. Trouble in Mind hanging on. She is home, Trouble in Mind. Beautifully written by Carolyn Mason. Trouble in Mind, a nostril, Bit of a Dancer. Baroness Betty third from Pearly Gates, a Bit of Magic. And then Mino Fly, Top Broker, Blue Butterfly, and tailed off Adjudication.
1 Trouble in Mind to pay $3.90, 160. 4 Bit of a Dancer, 120, and 3 Baroness Betty, $3.20.
Let's check the totes. It'll be 4.10 and 160. Bit of a Dancer, 130, and Baroness Betty, $3.20. By gee, that'll give Carolyn Mason a big thrill. Married to Craig Carmody, and she's beaten J.A. Cassidy. She looked good riding that horse out too. Waiting on the numbers, and Trouble in Mind. Good training performance by Mario Caltabiano. Hadn't produced the mare since the 17th of February. She's by Canonise from Bedlam, a Marquis de Sade mare. She's brown in colour, 4 years of age, and Carolyn Mason has had a good association with this particular mare and rode her very well today. Won the winner 4 second, bit of a dancer. A brown gelding for Celestial Dance, a bit of grace. Lincoln Kerwanger out of Jim Cassidy, and number 3 Baroness Betty. A Bayer Brownmare 5 Imperial Baron from Cuthbert, and obviously named after one of our greatest ever sportswomen, Betty Cuthbert. Dean Burnell at Rosehill, Kevin Forrester. 4.
Set for the Changong Restaurant Handicap.